Rivers on first down. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
They run with Hines. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Hines, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rivers here on target to Pascal. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The score remains tied.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings us
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
There's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 56 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The extra point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Browns offense again, Charles. And this gives us an opportunity to talk about the fact that they are 3-1 for the first time since 2001. And week 4, that offense was humming. They hung 49 against Dallas. Good thing, because the defense couldn't. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 74 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Hines. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Olivier Vernon on the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a...
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Larry Ogunjobi providing back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Jarvis Landry, helmet back on and ready to go. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
32-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Sack there by DeForest Buckner. Boy, was he big news around the draft in 2020 when the Colts traded their 13th overall pick for him. He absolutely solidifies their defensive front. Great interior pressure that they haven't been able to exhibit in recent seasons.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. Now crease here as he's past the 30.
Recovered by the Browns.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opponent,
You felt his pain?
oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end is off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Cody Parkey set to
now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
32-yard line.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Rivers again. His throw caught at about the first down. Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, 29 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, To watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Incomplete.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Mayfield now from the 50. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Complete to Kareem Hunt.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 2.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Over the middle to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Parkey adds the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to float deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10. At their own.
Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And with that, let's look ahead to Week 5, Charles. Some of the big games coming up as we continue into October. Starts with a good one Thursday night, 3-1 Bucks, Foles. I'm sure we'll hear plenty about that. And then Indianapolis and Cleveland, one of those teams, Charles, is going to be 4-1. What else do you have on the docket?
Yeah, well, don't forget Minnesota. They're coming off their first win. They go to Seattle, who's 4-0, and that's a Sunday nighter. And then the Chargers at New Orleans on Monday night. I think Justin Herbert having to face Tom Brady and Drew Brees in back-to-back weeks, not something you would dial up. But this kid seems up to the task. He's played well despite the fact the Chargers have struggled with their record.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The pickup there as that extends this drive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he will be brought down at the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Taken about 7 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play, right? Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's a gain of 8.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle. Went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Wilson on the tackle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Rivers on the money, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 14.
Throwing on 2nd and 8 for a Colts touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. This is caught. It's Dearness Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 37.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Kenny Moore brought him down.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
He's on the pickup.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
He's tackled.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this. When you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He'll get it up the middle, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Not a big window to throw. Cover.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The ball comes out.
Complete to Naheem Hines.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 16 yards, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle.
Rivers.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll throw again. Rivers finding Hilton on the slant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 veterans, Phillip Rivers fighting T.Y. Hilton. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this.
In fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Julian Blackmon.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Johnson.
Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
He's tackled at
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Well, the lead late in the 4th. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this. When he's got the 2 touchdowns, picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
63.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.